Alan, I cannot believe this. This is crazy. And I can't believe that you would suggest this. Simu Liu is an a-hole. Holy crap. You were telling me about this before we started. Now, explain this before we watch the video.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get the video queued up here. But yes, Simu Liu. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
So here's
Simu
what you
Liu.
do. You can just
I know.
I'm
I'm trying to get the video queued up here. So Simu Liu appears on a Shark Tank type show in Canada called Dragon's Den, and he is one of the investors. He is presented with a product that he is not fully on board with. Shall we say that? All right, so let me
let's see the video here.
I'm trying to just see if there's a way to show this in a pleasing way, but there's not.
Yeah, it's an Instagram post.
Okay. So here we go. Yeah, of course I pause him at the most Asian look he can possibly have. Okay, there we go.
All right, let's watch this video.
All right, let me there we go. Okay, here we go.
Very Asian drink that has blown up around the world. And is it in your teas? Is it in your product development? Who is on your staff? Who is on your cap table that is running that for you?
It's a good question.
Okay, so here we go.
Hello, Dragon. My name is Jessica.
And my name is Sebastian.
We are here today from Quebec City, seeking $1 million in exchange of 18% of our business, BOBBA.
BOBBA.
Dragon, you have probably heard about bubble tea.
Yes.
I've never. Has anyone else heard of bubble tea?
Yes, I've heard.
What is bubble tea?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just stop here. If you're familiar, boba tea is a popular drink from Taiwan. Simu Liu is not Taiwanese; he is Chinese, and he's setting himself up as the expert and guardian of Asian culture. So we will continue.
Simu was drinking bubble tea this morning.
I've never heard of this
Yes,
thing
I'm
before.
talking about bubble tea, that trendy sugary drink you are queued up for, and you are never quite sure about its content.
Those days are over with boba.
Hang on. I'm quite sure about its content, but continue.
Okay. We have transformed this beloved beverage into a convenient and healthier, ready-to-drink experience. Since day one, we're disturbing this $4 billion market with 3 simple ingredients: high-quality tea, fruit juice, and our famous popping boba. Last year, we just launched 2 crazy innovations, including the first alcoholic ready-to-drink bubble tea in the world, but also our grab-and-go popping boba.
So, Dragon, are you now ready to drink our product?
Yeah.
Boba comes in various flavors like watermelon, dragon fruit, and peach. It retails for about $3.99 at major grocers in Canada, the US, and Europe.
Do you get the popping bobas, though?
The boba's popping.
Raspberry and lime. Not bad.
Okay, we should probably stop it. Are you familiar with boba, Chris?
I know boba. I don't like it. It's like someone dropped like it's a drink that's got these little balls that are like noodles.
I want to say they're tapioca balls.
Tapioca balls. You know what? It's not for me. And then they've got those straws that are really thick, so you can get the boba into. It's not for me. But the idea of alcoholic boba is not a bad idea. So this French couple from Quebec created an alcoholic boba drink, pitching it, and let me guess, Simu Liu is going to tear it apart for cultural appropriation. Am I right?
I don't know. Why would he do that? He seems like such a nice guy.
Video. Let's watch.
This is the popping boba. We sell it in convenience store to add to any drinks.
This is my first time having bubble tea.
You're missing out in life, man.
I've never seen it like in this. I've seen
People
it.
have tried to bottle it up. It's very difficult to maintain the flavor.
Did you like this?
I thought it was fine, but I'm concerned about this idea of disrupting or disturbing bubble tea because it's something that's
Why?
very
There
near.
can be new takes on things.
Sure, but I'm looking at
not
I'm
everything has
looking
to
at
be
these two guys.
traditional.
No, but then there's also an issue of cultural appropriation. There's an issue of taking something that's very distinctly Asian in its identity and quote unquote making it better, which I have an issue with. But I want to hear the pitch before I formulate an opinion. And
yeah, I mean, he's already formulated the opinion.
Right.
And then also, boba is, I suppose, owned by the Taiwanese and can never be used. And then the other thing he says, I look at these two. I mean, what kind of statement is that? You know, it's like this subtle. You know, it's like when the oppressed finally get on the top, they just turn into the people they hate, and that's what it seems like he's becoming.
And
Boy,
so,
that's one way to start.
That's one way to start. A little heavy there. But okay.
But it's not an ethnical product anymore, not with the popping bobas. So we took the version, the Asian version, and we made it with fruit, with juice.
The popping boba is new. I can't say I've had that. It definitely is an experience when you're having it. And do you manufacture this yourself?
No, so we have 3 partners, but they are exclusive partners. So they only make my bubble tea.
Where?
In Quebec.
What made you guys get into this business?
I was like looking at the data about bubble tea, and the popping boba was just rising everywhere in the world. So I was like, I need to come out with something. It was a crazy success since day one.
I'm really curious what your sales are today.
So we just launched this company 2 years ago. The first real year we did $2.2 million.
Yeah.
With a profit of $300,000.
Yeah.
And this year, we just ended the year in February. We did $4.6 million with a profit of $600,000.
Wow.
And we are on our way to do $7 million this year.
Wow.
And we expect to do 14 the next year.
That's impressive.
Thank you.
The numbers never lie.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
400,000 the first year. They're going to make millions. It just, you know, it's like, congratulations. You know, look, look, they're white people. They're French. I'll let them pass on this one. But you know, it's the. Okay, I mean, should we continue?
What ended up happening though?
Okay, so here's what
before we
here's
start.
what ended up happening. Simu just kind of lays into them. You can watch the rest of this video. It's jackfruit on Instagram, but he lays into
watch the rest. I want to see it.
You want to see it? Okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
Sebastian, is your biggest challenge money for inventory?
Our challenge is trying to figure out how we can do 25 million really fast, because we are the leader in the category right now.
So then what is the $1 million for then?
So it's going to be for listing fees in the US, basically.
Okay.
Albertson are asking for $600,000 for 2,000 store.
Hey, big risk, big reward.
We just launched at Costco this year.
Holy smokes.
So you're building a brand, and this is, I'll see if I can articulate this, but the name Boba, the industry is Boba, is it not? Is that a good thing being called Boba or a bad thing?
Well, they added a B.
So right now we're rebranding, we're working with lawyer and everything, but at the end of the day, maybe we're going to need to add a little word after the Boba.
Clearly, you're doing very well. What respect is being paid to this very Asian drink that has blown up around the world? And is it in your teas? Is it in your product development? Who is on your staff? Who is on your cap table that is providing that for you?
It's a good question, because our best partner is in Taiwan, actually. So they make all the recipe, all the boba. We work really hard. We travel to Taiwan. We speak with them. They are part of our team. It's really important for us. So that's the best part. That's the cultural part of our product. And for the little popping boba like that, we have a deal with Couche-Tard in Quebec. So we have 900 stores with that, and they bought like 300,000 of this to put in the slush, and it's a crazy success.
Oh yeah, that's such a good, guys. I just we see so many consumer packaged goods products. This is like mega.
I've never seen anything like it.
I'm sure we can sell it to Pepsi for $1 billion in like 5 years. We are convinced to that.
I can go first. I find the product a little too sweet for my own personal preference, and for me to invest in something, I've got to love it and stand behind it. But at this stage, it's not for me. And
when does Simu Liu? I mean,
it's coming. I don't know how to fast forward this.
You can't fast forward Instagram videos. Yeah. Okay. Well, keep going, because This is the thing. What you told me before the show started was all we need to know, and it's awesome. You need to get to that.
I know. I can't fast forward.
Okay.
I am studying your can.
Okay, here we go.
And I am looking for anything that tells me where boba came from. And where boba came from is Taiwan. You know, I started this venture company for a lot of reasons, but really primarily to uplift minority entrepreneurs. And not only do I feel like this is not happening here, but that I would be uplifting a business that is profiting off of something that feels so dear to my cultural heritage. I want to be a part of bringing boba to the masses, but not like this. So for that reason, I'm out.
Okay, that's it.
Now, what happened as a result of this?
Okay, so what happened as a result is obviously Simu is out for cultural appropriation reasons, but I believe I think she's Indian. That investor wound up investing in this product, and then the backlash happened after this came out. The couple there who run this company started receiving harassing emails and death threats. You know, your typical social media stuff. And it got so heated that the dragon investor wound up pulling out as well. And so yeah, Simu Liu has destroyed a company. Congratulations.
So he basically Shark Tanked it, right?
Yeah, exactly. But here part of my thing here is, you know, they teamed up with a Taiwanese company. Not the significance of that is this company who from Taiwan is set to, you know, participate in the profits of this company. They're going to that. There's money going into Taiwan for this, and Simu, who's not from Taiwan, who lives in Canada, who's born and raised in Canada, is now decided that he's going to be the gatekeeper of the Taiwanese culture, and we know how much China and Taiwan love each other, anyways. But you know, it just upsets me. The other thing is, when you watch the beginning of this, you have 3 of these dragons who have never had boba before. And this product is what brought them to find out how great or how fun boba is. I'm a passive fan of it. I don't go out my way to buy it, but I certainly have it, and I certainly enjoy the tea aspect of it. But you know, here's a product that's popular, tastes great, bringing a cultural product to the masses that hasn't been done before, and Simu, one guy, decides that he's going to represent all of us and tell us that they're the thing that bothers me the most, and this happens to a lot of people out in the audience, but it's the simple, subtle implication that these two are racist, and they're not. And that's the problem I have with this whole thing.
Well, yeah, I have a problem with that whole argument of cultural appropriation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if someone wears pants, who invented pants? If someone uses a chair, how far back do you want to go with cultural appropriation?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, braids. I mean, that whole discussion.
I mean, it's ridiculous. There's an agenda behind pushing it, and I don't know. All I do now is roll my eyes, and I come to expect it from someone like Simu Liu.
Yeah, you know, as someone who's Chinese, who my grandfather ran restaurants, in fact both of them, and you know, to see what am I really trying to say here? I'm very familiar and very as Simu Liu here states, very much passionate about my culture and our food. And when PF Chang's comes up, I'm sure there's some connection there, but for me, PF Chang's is basically white Chinese food. As much as they use the ingredients and put them together in a pleasing, beautiful way, it's not Chinese food. And but at the same time, I don't care. You know, I don't go out protesting PF Chang's. Look, I've been in, the last time I was in PF Chang's, we play this game called Spot the Asian. Because you're not going to find one in there, and that's fine. Go out, enjoy PF Chang's.
Also,
it's just not my thing.
I want to point out last thing before we go to comments. No one was stopping anyone else from doing this. This is what I say when people complain about, I'm not being lifted up. No one is stopping you. This is a TV show, The Dragon's Den. It's a TV show about lifting up entrepreneurs. There are no barriers to entry to becoming an entrepreneur. You can be an entrepreneur. So no one else was being stopped. This couple got ambitious, came up with an idea, and they put in the work, and they built a company, and they're looking to expand. So this critique it's unfounded, and it's annoying, and I don't know. I'm glad that you're talking about this. So
yeah, for obvious
reasons. Calling out Simu Liu is great.
I know, but it's like it just bothers me because they food is a weird thing, because I mean ultimately when you break it down, it's just a series of ingredients thrown together, and it's the way it's presented, and it's the recipes and all that stuff that makes it cultural or not. And I just find it insulting that one man can just go in and destroy a life, destroy a business, and to basically, I mean, it's clear in this, he calls these two out as being racist in a very subtle way, in a very passive aggressive way, and that bothers me even the most.